What is up, everybody? It's Cjplays here, and I'm back with another Sims 3 speed build. So today, y'all, I am building a Minty Suburban Home, and I'm building this for the Not So Berry Challenge. So that is going to be my next LP, the Not So Berry. I took a couple of weeks off from posting LPs because I finished the Nightmare Legacy a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted like a little bit of time to relax and try to figure out what the next LP was going to be. And I was thinking really hard, and I decided on the Not So Berry. I think it'll be kind of fun to do, and I'm pretty sure it won't take me as long as the Nightmare Legacy to finish. So hopefully, we can finish it in a reasonable time. Also, I think what I'm gonna do this time around is maybe don't play the whole entire challenge in one world, and we'll just move around every so often, because I really don't want to keep risking losing my save file over the worlds being really bloated. So this is the home for the mint generation. So if you don't know, the Not So Berry challenge, basically every generation is a different color. So you start off with mint, and I wanted the house to represent it, because that's kind of part of the rules, to kind of make a sim that's kind of minty, and maybe a house that's minty as well. And I did something kind of like this over on Twitch a long time ago. I have this thing called the Legacy challenge on Twitch, where every generation was a different Sims challenge. So for the 8th generation of that series, we did the Not So Berry, but we only did the orange generation. So I was able to make a nice orange house, but I've never really made a mint one before in The Sims 3. So this was kind of fun. Mint is not really a color that I use a lot for exteriors, so I hope that y'all like the way it turns out. You'll see a lot in the video that some stuff changes. I kind of realized that I was doing more lime green and not so mint. So you'll see a little bit later, especially in the screenshots. I did recolor the walls and stuff just to kind of make it more minty, if that makes sense. But this house is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and I was looking up on the rules because originally this was just going to be a starter home, but I was like, I don't really know if there's money rules or you can't cheat money. I didn't really know what the situation was, so I looked on the website. So I'm using the rules by Little Simsy and Always Simming, and they converted it over from The Sims 4 to The Sims 3. So I was reading The Sims 3 rules, and I didn't really see anything about a money cheat, so I went to The Sims 4, and apparently you can cheat for the house, but you really shouldn't cheat for anything else. So I was able to kind of make this house a little bit expensive. I think this house is 40,000 simoleons, 50,000 simoleons. Kind of pricey, for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, but I thought it was nice, y'all. Listen, if I had the opportunity to make the nicest house and just use whatever I wanted to, best believe I'm gonna go with that, okay? But moving on to the inside of the house, this is the little living room area by the front door. So I was originally gonna use these couches from the base game. I've been using them a lot more recently. I think they're really cool. But I decided to swap those out for the ones from Generations because I thought they looked a little bit better. And they kind of come in a green, lime green swatch already. So I was able to recolor it a little bit to kind of make it into that mint color. I also was going to use that bookshelf that came, I forgot, but it's store content. But I went with the one from the base game. I like this bookshelf, y'all, because it takes up a good amount of space. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it's just right, honestly. I also put up a little coat rack in the corner. So the sim for the mint generation of the Not So Berry, they have to be a scientist. They also have to work on the handiness skill, the fishing skill, and the gardening skill. So I kind of wanted to put a lot of plants in the house, and I put a fish tank up on the in the hallway. And then as for the handiness skill, I didn't really put too much stuff in the house for handiness. So maybe the sim can tinker on the TV or on the sink or something like that, or we could just buy a skill book or the tab cache. There's always options for it, But moving on, this is the kitchen. So y'all, let me tell y'all, right, I was really upset when I was building this house because halfway through, I was almost done with the house, y'all, but for whatever reason, my creative style tool glitched out. So okay, so when you go to recolor something and you have to wait for the UI to pop up, it never popped up. It was loading and it never popped up, and then I could not do anything. My cursor, my mouse cursor had the little logo for the creative style tool, but I could not do anything at all. And I was like, okay, before I have to quit the game, because I only saved once when I was building this house, and the only rooms that got saved was the kitchen and the living room. That was it. Everything else was empty. So I was like, well, maybe I can look up a solution on Google, and I didn't really see anything that helped me that much. And then I was like, well, I do have the NRAW saver mod, so maybe I'll wait for the pop-up to come up. I'll save it that way, and then I'll quit the game. Y'all, it never came up. I even left my PC to go do some stuff, and I came back and it still had not popped up. And it pops up in 30-minute intervals. So it's been it was past 30 minutes. So long story short, I had to restart my game and had to basically go back and refurnish the house. Not completely, but I had to refurnish a lot of stuff. So if you go download the house and you see that some stuff is a little bit different or the color is a little bit off, it's my fault, but also blame The Sims 3. But moving on though, this is the kitchen area. So as you can see, I ended up putting the little baker station. I thought it was kind of cool. And I also used some shelves. I don't know what it is lately, but I've been trying to use more shelves or shelving in my kitchens because it's kind of like a real life thing. And I don't really do that much in The Sims. So I was like, maybe we can use some shelves. Generations come with the cool shelf. That's also the one that comes with the Savvy Cellar collection. That's like the really long one over the stove. And I also tried to like clutter the kitchen up a little bit with pies and flour bags and stuff like that. And this right here is just the little bench that comes with the pets pack because I just wanted something like back here. It doesn't show up in the video, but I ended up putting a rug on the floor right in front of it because this space was just so empty. And as you can see, I was really struggling trying to find like a picture or something to put up over it. I think I just deleted everything. I don't think I went with anything. So this was just me like fiddling around with stuff basically. But moving on over here, this is like the little narrow hallway section. So this leads into the bathroom. So I ended up putting a fish tank because the sim, they have to get the fishing skill. So I wanted to give them like a really nice minty fish tank. And I also put the plant that comes with the pets pack in the corner. It's been a while since I've used that one. And moving on, this is the bathroom. So for the bathroom, I used the shower that comes with Island Paradise and I recolored it a little bit. And I also changed the wallpaper in here too. So it uses like the same border wallpaper as like the other parts of the house, but I didn't really like how it looked in here. I just kind of felt like something was off in the bathroom. So I went back and I just made the wallpaper match the one from like the kitchen. So, you know, it's still like minty, but you know, just a different wallpaper. You'll see in the video that I ended up using like that towel rack that comes with seasons, I think. I deleted it, y'all. I liked it at first, but I did not keep it in the end. So I think that's like one of the biggest changes in the bathroom when you go to download the house. Like that's like the only thing that doesn't really show up. Also too, I think I put like some little bottles or something or like little clutter on the countertop. I deleted that for like some different clutter. Moving on, this is the nursery though. So for the nursery, I kind of just wanted this one to kind of be green. I know the next generation color is rose, so it's supposed to be like red, but like I just felt like that would kind of stand out a lot from like the speed build perspective, because when I'm playing in this house, I'm obviously going to change it, right? But like I kind of wanted it to be meant for the speed build, so feel free to change it if you want to. I think the floor, like the puzzle piece floor, which is something that I never use, I think that's going to be a different color when you go to download it, because yeah, none of the stuff got saved, so I had to like basically recolor the mirror in here. I think I also used like this really nice art piece. It comes with Lunar Lakes, and it's like these little like space panels, and I thought they look kind of cool in here because I feel like the parent would most likely try to push science and stuff and space onto the child, like, oh, they're gonna be a future astronaut. So I kind of wanted to like play into that idea, so I put like a little space baby mobile over it, and that's pretty much it. There's not too much you can put in here. I did use those nice saucer like UFO lights that comes with, I think they came with University if I'm not mistaken, so I was like that could kind of look cool in here, so I recolored those, and that's pretty much it for the nursery. So moving on over here, this could be like another bedroom if you wanted it to be, y'all, but since my sim is a scientist, I was like, why don't we just kind of play into that by putting like a bunch of science objects or sciencey objects. So I used the big science machine that comes with University. I also used the chemistry table from Generations, this telescope that comes with Into the Future. It looks like super futuristic anyway, so I used that as well, and I ended up using some of these like sciencey posters that come with University as well. I was kind of upset because those are like the only sciencey like swatch that it comes in, and I was trying to like scroll through the entire catalog finding anything that was scientific, anything that you would see in a lab, but there just wasn't that much stuff, and I didn't really want to use a lot of custom content. Like the only CC for the entire build will just be the roof, but honestly you could just like recolor it to be one of the ones from the base game if you want it. I also used a gem cut machine in here as well, but I ended up using some shelves, so I was going to use those from University, but I didn't really like them, so I used the one from Generations instead, and I ended up just going into By Debug, and I got like a bunch of like sciencey supernatural stuff. So I got like some of those ghost machines that come with ambitions and stuff like that, just trying to clutter up the space a little bit more. And I also found that skeleton, so this is the one that comes with ambitions if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I've ever used it for anything, so I was like, that could be a cool object to use. The only thing about it is you can't recolor it, so like the wood at the bottom has to be that color, which It's unfortunate, but it'd be like that sometimes. But I think that's pretty much it for that room. And this is the bedroom. So I had to like basically redo this bedroom twice, y'all. But I like the second version a lot better. The first one wasn't really my vibe. I had to extend this room out by one tile. I didn't really have to, but I wanted to extend it out because I wanted to put a computer desk in here and have a dresser. And if, you know, when my sim has a partner, they can have like, you know, 2 sims in the bed, you know. So I was trying to like make sure I had enough space in here. I also use the dresser that comes with the seasons pack, and I really love the color scheme in here, y'all. I mean, as you can see, it looks to me more green than mint, so I went back and I recolored some stuff to kind of make it a little bit more minty. But let me know, does this look more green to y'all, more mint? I don't really know. I mean, maybe it's mint, I don't know. But I like the way that this build turned out. So that's pretty much it for the inside of the house, though. I was going to put like a big rug by the foot of the bed, but I ended up using like a small circular one instead because I thought it looked better. And I also used another window in here just to kind of let in some more light. And to kind of also just put something on that wall because it was looking a little bit too, I don't know, too like empty on that wall. I mean, I also use those really nice lamps. I don't really ever use those for anything, so... You know, and I had to put like my little calendar as well. But moving on to the outside of the house though, so I decided to make like a little flower box right by the front porch. And I also used a lot of those bigger trees that you just saw to kind of fill in the yard a little bit. And I had like an issue with this. I had to like put a platform. I had to like build like 2 platforms at the bottom of this flower bed just to kind of make the plants not like sink all the way down to the bottom. So you'll see me a lot. I try to like fiddle around with it to kind of make it look nice. It was a process, y'all, but I love the way the landscaping turned out. And honestly, that's pretty much it for the speed build, y'all. I'm going to leave this house linked down below if you want to check it out. Just know, y'all, this is kind of expensive, so you might want to delete some stuff if you want to, like, you know, not cheat when you live here. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me over on Twitch. I stream a lot of The Sims over there, y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Oh, be sure to stick around for the screenshots, y'all. The screenshots will show you how the house will look when you go to download it. But that's all I have for this one, y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching!